We hear a lot about equity these days, but what is it really? Equity in the context of education focuses on building systems of equity into our places of work. A few examples might be culturally responsive teaching strategies, restorative practices, equitable grading systems, and the creation of a collaborative, inclusive building culture. In any space, equity can be thought of as being upheld by three pillars: personal equity, professional equity, and institutional equity. Each one of these supports the understanding of the other, and all three are necessary for the overarching design of equity to exist. Any equity framework should weave into itself decisions that are made, policies that are written, and practices that are carried out on a daily basis. Equitable schools demand that policy dictates practice and that every student reaches an acceptable level of proficiency, regardless of that student's diversity. Educational equity cannot be achieved unless all involved embrace the idea of critical consciousness, which is the ability to recognize and analyze systems of inequity and make a commitment to take action against these systems. Public education's inability to adjust to students' needs, the dropout rate of so many students, especially our students of color, racial achievement inequities, a resistance to legislation that ensures that all students have access to equitable outcomes. These are just a few examples of the inequities that exist in our system. The data shows us that we spend our time serving the needs of the adults within the system at the expense of our students, who we fail on a daily basis. We have a moral imperative to meet the needs of all students, to create schools where learning outcomes are not predictable by race, ethnicity, income, gender, language, or ability, and where educators work together closely with families to design schools that embody their aspirations.